What if the nature of suffering is to build empathy? Welcome to day 192 until I'm a YouTube millionaire. In addition to that, what if your purpose on this planet is to suffer? There was a person, many of you might know this person, might be a person with whom you're familiar, whose purpose was specifically that, only isolated primarily to a specific, profound point. Obviously, Jesus. What if the purpose of your life is to suffer, to soak up all of the negative energy of the human family? So, people are always praying to God that are in states of suffering, seeking an answer, seeking to have their wishes fulfilled. When they're not, what do you think that means? It means that you are the warrior, fighting, putting up the shield to protect and preserve everyone else that does get it. You're the way it happens for everyone else. And ultimately, when it does come to you, however long you can endure, it will be the end state for everybody. But when you're enduring that pain, you need patience to the utmost degree. And don't ever expect that you will be healed or that you will get those things for which you are looking. That saves the most people. If we're in the business of saving souls, the way you do that is you act as the painkiller for all of their pains. And if you can get joy, satisfaction out of that, as opposed to getting it out of receiving the things that you personally want and desire, then that's divine. You become an infinite well, source of protection, love, freedom, liberty, creation. So when I tell people, I believe in God, always have, always will, because I believe that the person to whom I am talking exists. That's very important. You're basically fueling the fire in their own soul, sparking it, turning them from an NPC into a real animated person, just by telling them that they matter. Because they do. They're everything. There are two paths. The first one is entropy, destruction, erasure of everything. And if that happens, those things never were with which to begin. And the other one is creation and eternity. It will have always been your destiny if you get there. To look at it in a Calvinist perspective, you can actually square that circle if you look at it through nonlinear time. and how everything is happening simultaneously. All realities converge into the one in which we live and perceive. So, to tell an atheist that you believe in God, they're not understanding it if they remain atheists. You're telling them that you believe in them. Not in some egotistical, narcissistic way, but you're telling them that they are creators of their existence, of their universe, which is absolutely true. What the double slit experiment shows, the greatest irony of it all, is that God exists. And it's you. Something Jesus was trying to tell us from the start. Trying to show us how to do it. When he gave his apostles, his disciples, the ability to conduct miracles. That's how. All he did was believe in them, just as they believed in him. When you forego belief in God, you are foregoing belief in yourself. You are instigating your own erasure, your own non-existence. And in that final judgment, where that omniscient understanding of all intents comes about, if you have decided that you don't want to exist, remain atheist, because that's what this is. You will. You'll get what you want. And for those who seek to become the entropy, to actually integrate with the void itself, they'll get what they want as well. It ultimately leads to the same thing, but that's what they'll get. So when I tell somebody that I believe in God, especially with everything I've had to endure, being the warrior that I am, and I am a warrior, I am trying to tell them that I believe in them. I always will. And if I were to give up that fight, then how many people would lose their will? It's not possible for me to give it up, because it's my nature to suffer. It's all human beings' nature to suffer. But those who do not receive the answers while they're alive, or while they're in this reality, it's because they are the warriors that are doing the fighting. I don't expect to receive the answers here. And if this were all there was, that would concern me. It would make me eternally sad. But as it stands, all that will remain is I won't be able to leave gifts for people here. But I know there's something beyond it. And the ultimate challenge, the ultimate proof of belief, the one that the devil is trying to get you to fail, is to not take what you want by breaking the rules, and therefore proving, at least to him, that eternity does not exist. I will keep doing this. I won't get what I want out of it. And that's okay. It does not bother me. And the more I learn, the more truly steeped in an understanding of what belief actually is I become, the more at peace with that I am. But what I'm not at peace with is all those people that are still lost in it. that still don't believe in themselves. Because if there is nothing outside of this, then nothing matters. If nothing matters, then you don't. If you don't matter, then do you really exist? You will get what you want in the end. And if that remains your perspective on things, if you don't listen to Jesus and Him trying to tell you that you are a creator just as Him, then that's what you're going to get. If I do break, or get just to the point of breaking, right before that happens, I know God's got my back. He'll step in. And I will have faith in that. But the thing is, it's never going to happen. And I know that's the rub here. There are a large number of people who are trying to get me to break specifically so that Jesus will step in. Because either He will or He won't. And they'll know, one way or another. It'll no longer be the realm of belief for them. Assuming that I'm that important, but I'm not. Even so, not being important and still not allowing yourself to break? Are you really not that important? It's one of the many paradoxes of this life. It remains that way if nobody knows your story. It's a kaleidoscope. It is a lot of things. Very deep, convoluted, complicated, but at the same time not. Because if you just obey and believe, you don't even have to think about those other things. It's simple. The bridge here is that I am trying to explain what I've learned. And explaining it in all of its depth and multifaceted, multifarious nature, kaleidoscope of it all, the fractal of it all, makes it make sense. So that those who simply can't hit the believe button can have something onto which they may glean, or onto which they may grasp. God is real. I believe. Always have, always will. Nothing will break that. And that means I believe in you. All of you. And you can either choose to accept that or not. I am telling you that you exist. Understand that. Grasp what I am saying there. You exist. You do. You're right here before me. You're not just a projection. Being an NPC even doesn't mean you don't exist. It just means that you're not the main character. You still exist. You exist. Alright. I've gone on long enough. Love y'all.